Hello, my darling FUMINATION. How are you? How are we? How are you? How are we? I've been busy all day. Hello, my darlings. How are you? Hello, my darling FUMINATION. How y'all doing, my babies? I'll let you all come in. Hello, my loves. Hello, 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 hello. Lovely to see you all. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. It's a bit cold today. It was wonderful in the afternoon, and then it got a little cold. How are you, darling? Thank you so much. Thank you so, so very much. I wish I could see you guys. I wish I could see you guys. Hello from Pennsylvania. Just love your content and I love you. How unapologetically yourself you are over 40 women. Yes, baby. It does come with age. It really does come with age. Somebody said the other day that the prize for getting older is wisdom. And you do get a little wisdom about yourself, not necessarily about can you say hello to Rhonda? Hello, Rhonda. How are you, my darling? Is that your girlfriend? Is that your sister? I bumped into two FUMINATION sisters. Well, it was a mom and a daughter in on Oxford Street. She was from New Jersey. And she was saying to herself, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we bumped into Fumi? Lo and behold, they bumped into me. So we had a fabulous time. Hello, Zambia. How are you? Fumi, I'm watching you from work. I guess I need motivation to work. No, you don't. You need a break. Fumi, I'm watching you. Oh, from Ohio. How are you, my darlings? From Virginia. Okay, if you're watching from work, then I should get into it. Yeah. Okay. How are you, my babies? How is everything? I hope you guys are doing okay. I am living and loving you guys. And today we are here because Kelly Rowland has responded. And if you remember, for those of you that were here a couple of days ago, I came out here talking about what I assumed had gone on. And she came out here with a response, and I'm doing much better. Did I see Capri, Italy? Much love from Capri, my favorite in the entire world. When I tell you I live for Capri, I live for Capri. Anyway, Kelly Rowland came out here with a response. What is this? So let us play the video first. When she was in Cannes, she's still there, as a matter of fact, and she ascended the stairs. All right. I have everything ready to go. So let me go back. I've been learning this, so I'm doing a little bit better, and I'm going to get my live stream and everything. So let me go up here, and then let us go here. No, that's not the one I want. This is the one that we want. So, and it will play again. So just give it, am I doing it right? I hope that you guys are able to see this. Let me know if you're able to see this, because I'm sharing it, okay? So this is her ascending the stairs, yeah? So you have security there telling her, in what direction to go. They're kind of all on the stairs. I guess that's her detail holding her hand, just let go. And then a lady comes and has her arm right in front with another guy. And she says, "You're on my dress." She says something slick. And Kelly tells her, "Do not talk to me like that." Kelly just went right off because she said something slick. Then her detail tells her, "No, you're a bit too much." But she still has her arm up, very defiant. And what I didn't like, she had that smirk smile at the end. Let me know if you saw it as well. Did you guys see it? Nothing showing. Do you see it now? Do you see it now? Black screen, no video. Okay, I'll wait. Do you see anything now? Because I'm in the corner. Fumi, we can't. Okay, please smash the like, but cannot see. Can you see now? Somebody says yes, we can see. Okay, so we start from the beginning. I'm sorry, babies. I'm sorry. So I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. So let's start from the beginning. Okay. So she's ascending the stairs at Cannes. Yeah. And you have security detail all the way up. You can see her own security detail holding her hand. Then a man and a woman come, and there's a woman who is very close to Kelly, steps on Kelly's dress. And Kelly says, "Baby girl, step back." And the security says something slick. And Kelly checks her right there, right then. Security comes out to tell the other security detail, "Calm down. It's not even that serious." You know, like I said, what I didn't like was that the security detail still had her arm up and then she was laughing and smiling to the others. Did you guys see that? All right. So I'm going to take that one out. Yep. Can I do that? Or let me go to the, yeah, there we go. Did we see that? Looking stunning. Oh, thank you, darling, from Cape Town. Now, remember when I talked about it, I had been watching the Cannes red carpet because it's all over social media. It's in your feed and everything. And I saw Heidi Klum and I saw, was it Hadid? One of the Hadid sisters. And they were walking up and down that red carpet. And I looked closely because I don't want to be biased. On top of which, I have been to Cannes. I wanted to show this because I have this. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. Okay, so you go in there, then you go in there, then you click and then you share. Okay, so you should see it. But let me go back to my streaming. There you go. Do you see me here? Yeah. So I have been to Cannes and I saw certain things and I was kind of like, oh, wow. Now, when I was explaining, as you can see the red carpet, it's cleared for the big celebrities. And when I got onto the stairs, I asked somebody to take a picture of me. I was told to go up. I can take this one off now. You don't have to look at it. So I was told to go up and I said very nicely, "Do you mind? Can I just take a picture?" I was staying at the Radisson Blu, and it was the Radisson Blu hotels who said, "Would I like to go to watch a film at the Cannes Film Festival?" And of course I said yes. And that was how I got an experience. And so there is protocol where every celebrity, especially the big stars, they are separated or given that ample time so that the photographers are able to get that $1 million shot. Yeah. I'm going to say this. I live in Europe and America is number one. When it comes to celebrities, when it comes to events, when it comes to red carpet, the world watches Hollywood, America, New York, Met Gala, and they emulate that for themselves. I'm big enough, old enough, not afraid to call it like it is. Can also emulate that. That Oscars, when you have the celebrities coming through, they do the same thing. When it comes to the Academy Awards and everything, it is the same thing, but there's room for the celebrities to enjoy it just as much as everybody's watching, for the photographers to get their moment. And sometimes you can have celebrity and celebrity know each other and they come together on the red carpet to the point that we sit back and we say, "Oh, wow, we did not know that they knew each other." I'm sure some of you have experienced that. I also want to say that Destiny's Child, you had Michelle Williams, Kelly Rowland, Beyonce. Out here in these European streets, I am saying as fact, they really only know Beyonce, or they only really care about Beyonce. If you go back to the episode that I did, some of them even said it in the comments, oh, we don't know Kelly Rowland, we don't this and the other, which is neither here nor there, but that's how they think. Yeah. So as far as I am concerned, there was a lot of disrespect for Kelly on that red carpet. Because the security detail did not do their homework and know what celebrities were on the red carpet. That is A. Anybody on the red carpet is a celeb or is somebody that is supposed to be there. Third, and this is to France, and this is to who organizes Cannes. A, you owe Fumi, you're alive again. Is this something we need to look forward to? Yes, baby. Some of you said, Fumi, it would eat out of your energy. You won't be able to do it. Take it easy. Darling, I'm built for this. I'm born for this. If I have a television show, daytime talk show, I am out here giving energy 5 times a week. On the weekends, we're looking for other topics so that we can roll it out the second week. I've been out here 10 years. And before that, I was out in Cali. I was acting. I was doing all of my stuff. Before that, I was modeling. I've been really out here for 35 years. I'm 55 now. Since I was 21. And that's not even true because I was modeling since I've been 13. I've been doing this for literally 42 years, 41 years. I've actually been doing this. I'm built for this. I live for it. And I love communicating with you. Needless to say, Cannes organization need to apologize to Kelly Rowland. You are a host. It's like somebody coming to your home and one of your hired help is rude to your guests. It does not matter. You're a host. Kelly Rowland is an ambassador to the United States. Anywhere and everywhere she goes, she represents the United States. It does not matter whether you think that she's not as popular as Beyonce. She's a celebrity in her own right, and she's been out here in these celebrity streets for 30 years. Got to call it like it is. I'm in Europe, and racism is alive and kicking 1,000,000,000%. I'm a diplomat. I'm diplomatic, and I know how I go about things. More so now, more than ever, because I'm Adrian's mom, because Adrian goes to school, because some of the other parents know who I am, despite the fact that I don't go there with makeup. I try to really keep low key, and majority of the time, Ula goes to pick him up, drop him off or whatever, because I don't want any of that, there. I finally caught Auntie Fumi, baby. Oh, thank you. That security guard was out of line. The security guard was out of line because as far as she was concerned, she was carrying out orders. But you don't have to be a buffoon. Carry out your orders, but if you see that the celebrity is turning around to get that $1 million shot on the red carpet wearing her beautiful red dress, you give her some room, you give her some space. It was disrespectful because she didn't respect Kelly, because Kelly is a Black actress. Sis, who knows you? I don't know you. That was how it was. She would never have dared done that to Beyonce. She wouldn't have dared done that to Jennifer Lopez. Heidi Klum was there up and down. And as far as I'm concerned, Kelly Rowland is the bigger star. But Heidi was up and down and nobody did or said anything. There was no need to cajole because from the second that Kelly ascended the stairs, the brunette lady, Kelly was quick and ready to go. She was quick and ready to go. And like I said, she's an ambassador. These celebrities know how to behave outside of the country. But then again, you can see how you are looked upon outside of your country. And this is what Meghan Markle was going through before she gave up the ghost and said, no. This is affecting my mental health. And their homeboy, Prince Harry, saw it with his own eyes and said, you know what? I'm coming out here with you too. I bring that up because When I saw Kelly's response, of which you are going to see, I did not see, it wasn't so much the words of which we're going to talk about. It was that her confidence had been shot. And I know Kelly cannot wait to get up out of this place and go back home. This is why I always say, show empathy and compassion to those that are in other countries. Can you hear Adrian? He's having his bath. Maybe he doesn't want to have a bath. And it's skin color. I don't bring the race card very often. I really want to see it for what it is. But there's no way that security detail would have behaved like that to Jennifer Lopez. Absolutely not. To Barbara Streisand. Absolutely not. To Jane Fonda. Absolutely not. And she was confident enough to answer back. Because what I feel she said was that when Kelly, and I don't know, but I just suspect that Kelly said, don't stand on my dress. And she said something slick, well, I would stand on it if you walk up quicker. Something like that. And Kelly flipped and turned on her and said, say, what now? It was so foreign to her because back home in the US of A, they wouldn't talk to me like that. And Kelly's a very humble sis because she had this thing also going on, I think, at Good Morning America about the changing room. And the first thing I said was that, how old is Kelly now? That's the first thing I said. And why I said that is because when you get to your 40s, you really begin to not people please as much. And you begin to stand up for yourself. Why? Because I do not want to take in that negative energy, internalize it, and my week is messed up for those 7 days because I coulda, shoulda, woulda, and I didn't. And so I am having different scenarios of what I should have said, of how I'm feeling. And I am struggling because I'm still trying to figure out, how do I approach the subject? How do I approach the subject with the person that hurt me, that offended me, that said something that I didn't like, that really just, hurt my feelings? You get to that stage when you say, I'm not doing that anymore. And that is where I think Kelly is at. I was at the same place. I talked about it in the last conversation. And this is something that I want to tell my younger sisters, my young daughters, even some of my, aunties, because you see, all of us have different personalities. And some people have that personality where they just won't say anything. Speak up for yourself because they might not like it, but I promise you that this security detail, she will never come up to Kelly Rowland ever again. She will never do it because she now knows how Kelly reacts. Moving along, let us listen to what Kelly Rowland had to say. Why am I getting this wrong? Hold on. Aha, there we go. So share with audio. I have to click back. Okay, so you know what? Let me go back to the
And that attended that carpet who did not quite look like me. And they didn't get there, scolded or pushed off or told to get off. And I stood my ground. And she felt like she had to stand hers, but I stood my ground. The woman knows what happened. I know what happened. And I have a boundary. And I stand by those boundaries. And that is it. And there were other women that attended that carpet who did not quite look like me. And they didn't get there, scolded or pushed off or told to get off. And I stood my ground. And she felt like she had to stand hers, but I stood my ground. The woman knows what happened. I know what happened. And I have a boundary. And I stand by those boundaries. And that is it.
Yeah.
And there were other women that attended that.
Somebody in the comments just said this is exactly what happened to Oprah in Switzerland. Yeah. And the woman pretended or really truly said, I don't know you. I don't know. I think they were in the Hermes store where Oprah can buy all of Hermes. Oprah was so burnt. She was so burnt. She couldn't believe it. She had a show where she brought, I think the this thing of CEO or whoever of Hermes, and they apologized profusely. But you can see the hurt in her eyes. The funny thing was that I could see the mirror image of Meghan Markle and Kelly when Meghan said, "Thank you for asking me how I feel. Nobody has asked me how I feel." Let me tell you something. See, this racism, it's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. And I tell you, of all the shades, I am so proud I'm born black. I really am. And sometimes I get so upset because I wish I could speak up for folk because I'll do the job big time. If it was me and I have Adrian at the back of my head, and you see children humble you, that is why when it comes to presidents, they want to make sure that you have a family and children, because that way you become reasonable, because the love you have for your family kind of puts you in check. And I get it. But I promise you, because Adrian is a black man, as far as I'm concerned, I would have said, you know what? I don't think I want to go up anymore. I want to go back down and I want to go home. Is there any point of proving a point? Sometimes. Because you see, where this security thought that Kelly wasn't important, that's who everybody's talking about. And that is how this can is in everybody's mouth. You think that it is this celebrity that will bring all the grandeurs to Cannes, this and that. No, 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 no. Every person deserves respect. And I know, well, not that I know, but Kelly is so unproblematic. And I think that she is unproblematic because she has kept quiet for so long. And she's not doing it anymore. And anywhere, anytime you come out here saying something slick, she'll check you. That's what happens when you get into your 40s. Another advice, and I said it the last time, Kelly, go with your security detail, of which I know you did. But you know what? Have one or two black security details up in there, because your security detail did what she could. But when they step up, then they'll step back. When they step up, then they'll step back. A tad. A tad. I felt sorry for Kelly. I felt so, so very sorry that this is her experience. And I know she went back home into that hotel room and she cried. I know that she's saying to herself, why did I even come out here? But she's a professional. So she will finish the job. She will do what she was told to come and do. And she will go and she will never, ever, 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 ever come back to Cannes. And for Cannes, that is on you. It's a shame because it falls on you. Not that you necessarily did it, but you have to really train your security staff. Fire her, not fire her, it doesn't mean anything. Why? Because when I was out there, I realized a lot of them volunteer. She has another job, so she doesn't really care. She's going to go back to her own job. And then after that is the Grand Prix. They don't care. It's just that she just might not do this again. But again, you know, the video cut off. She was laughing with the other security. Like, oh, well, please. And her hand was still out there to say, you can say anything that you want. I will still tell you to move your touche up these stairs. And if you don't, I'll move it for you. That was what it was coming off like. And Kelly was like, Lord have mercy, don't let me pull off this blonde wig and act crazy on these red stairs. She wore red and saw red. Honestly. And all reasoning went out the window because sometimes they can take you there. She was absolutely right. She was absolutely right as far as I'm concerned. You are too close to me. You are too close to me, A, because you stepped on my dress. The dress was not, it didn't have that kind of long, extended train. It didn't. You're too close to me. I live in England. I've traveled across Europe and experienced this insidious type of racism. Yes, it can be very demoralizing. 1,000,000,000%. 1,000,000,000%. She needed Solange. Solange would have taken care of everything. You know, Solange does, as we already know, does not care. But that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. I felt just sorry for her. Her response was from a place of hurt. Her response was a place of, I am homesick. Her response was, where were you all when this thing happened? And do you know the irony of it all is that this is all coming from America. She's not going to understand any of this, which I wish she did get. It will build her confidence up a little bit. They won't show any of this. Sometimes I really have to look for clips out here in London for what is really going on, because they already know Fumi going to say something. Yes, I will. Right is right, wrong is wrong. It was uncalled for. It was absolutely uncalled for. The woman should have stepped back, especially when I'm blanking out now, especially when Kelly was open and willing. You saw her stand there. She said her hellos and everything. Then the lady with the dark hair said, okay, fine, you can come this way. And she went right up. But don't make her, don't treat her badly and make her feel that she's unwelcome, because that was what it was. You can imagine her going in there and sitting down watching a film that she can't even focus on. She just wants to get out of there. I know I would. I honestly don't know what I'll do if someone attacked me and tried to embarrass me like that for no reason. I think I'd smile at them and just go on shining. Good for you, faithful Evelyn. Yes, that is a very, 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 very good option. But there are some times when you're like, you know what? No, if I don't do this, she will do it to the next sister. And you heard Kelly Rowland. She said she saw girls all week that did not look like me, and no security detail. Even when the lady put her hand out, the other guy came from nowhere to do a crisscross. I was like, she does not need that much security. She knows the way up. I don't need to see any film that much. Me too. Yeah, I don't need to see anything because you spoilt it for me. You've spoilt it for me. I was asked to come out here all the way from America. And this is how you're going to treat me? Ooh, 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 ooh. How much did I ask for? Double it. As a matter of fact, triple it. Yeah. Yeah, yes. Right is yes, right is right, wrong is wrong. And the funny thing here is that for a long time I struggled with it. I struggled with it because I would say to myself, oh, Fumi, don't make a big scene of it. But the thing is that the scene has already been made, not by you, but by the other person, whatever it was. And now you have to sit in all of that negativity and you have to carry this negative energy. And the thing is that the only way you can purge it out or reflect, throw that right back, is for you to say something. Or, okay, all right, you go in and then you come out and you say, you know what, I need to speak to somebody in charge, a head of security or something, and then you have it with her and with them inside. Maybe you do that. Maybe that's the way that you could do that. But you see, you never know how you're going to react. You don't know how you're going to, feel in the moment. It's like when you're watching a horror movie and you see people running into the house. You're like, why would you run into the house? But you're not the one running. And sometimes you're just like, shoot, let me run into this house. Maybe I can run fast enough and close the door. That's right, Bella Hadid. And she was very risky. Because you could see her chest. And that's how far I would go. But they love that on the red carpet. But they're emulating all of this from Hollywood, from America, because that's where everybody saw it. You do it the biggest, you do it the best. You know me, I don't shy away from calling it like it is. America, yeah, you're big folk out here in these streets. As a matter of fact, around the world, yes, you are. Entertainment, sports, 100%. Yes, you are. And if they don't tell you back home, I'm telling you from outside of our home that you're big out here. Yes, you are. Africa, the same thing. But they will never, ever what country was that? It was France. It was in France. She was disrespected. I would never ever come out here and say, oh, well, it was this, it was that, just to, side with Kelly. Why would I side with Kelly? What would be my motive? Really and truly, what would be my motive? If Kelly was wrong, I would have said that. If I had never gone onto that red carpet, I would have said, okay, maybe A, B, and C. But that's not the case. The woman was disrespectful. Why was she disrespectful? Because she did not regard Kelly as anybody to respect. Now, when you look at it that way, you say, but why would you think that way when you have other white actresses up and down the red carpet, and nobody since the beginning of their Cannes Festival this week has been security gated like Kelly? Then you say, is it because I'm black? And it's a very hurtful feeling. It's very hurtful to say, oh, wow. And I know Kelly would have been saying, wow, 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 wow. In 2024, this is what we are working with. So really, I have to watch my back. I'm coming out to New York. I have my security detail. Talking about security detail, thank you, NYPD Blue. Yes, baby. NYPD Blue is also FUMINATION. I did not know. When I tell you, I live for it. Because some of you were saying, for me, careful with the New York streets, because, sometimes, they're hitting people here and there. I had no idea. Let me just find out where I put baby girl. That's right. There you go. Yashike B is an NYPD police officer. And she said, for me, I don't mind being your security while you're in New York City. I was so tickled pink. I said, what? She said, baby girl, you're coming back home. I'll take care of you. I think what I love about it is that, I live for us sisters. So I'm looking for a female DJ. And here we have female security. I just like to support our women. Our women, 110%. I'm going to put her, what I had told her, I said, can I announce her name? And she said, yes. And I said, okay. So I think that she'll be off duty that day, and she will be taking care of me. And I'm very, 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 very grateful, very honored, very happy. And there was also another NYPD officer who said, for me, I don't mind. I will be your security as well. And I said, thank you so very much. And that's what it should be. The amount of overpouring love I've gotten from New York City. Christina was saying it the other day. It just reinforces why we made sure that we came to New York first. And this is what Kelly should have had. She should have had all of this experience to take with her back home. And that was not the case. But I live for it. Why? Because it shines light on the fact that people are still racist. And you never see it. You never really see it. And the mask is not thick enough, because that security's mask fell off and we saw her for what she was. And let me climb on that before I go to the next topic. I think when they did that to Kelly, they do it to all of us. They do it to all of us because we identify with it right away. Fumi, stupid autocorrect. It's okay. It happens to me too. It happens to me too. She's a class act. Kelly's a class act. She's traveled the world. She's traveled the world. So she knows how to behave. In your opinion, what can we do to help people understand that Black people are human and should be treated as such? What does that Black skin do to anger people? I'll tell you, and one of you said it, to always try to be calm and understand that the way they think is their ignorance. It's just ignorance. It's just ignorance of what they are told. And the only way that we can educate them actually is to turn around and give love, which is very hard to do. But that is the only way. I'm going to tell you a little story. Listen to the story. My brother and I were looking for a flat. This is years back, 20 years back. We were looking for a flat to rent in LA. And it was quite challenging, to say the least. Finally, we got a place at 1750 North Sycamore Avenue. Is that the address? I think so. 1750 North Sycamore Avenue. We finally got a place. It was a nice 2-bedroom flat so that my brother could have his own room and I could have another. Just DM me or email me to be a volunteer. I will not get in touch with you until the last 2 weeks before we leave, for the simple fact that we are still trying to get this venue together, of which I'll do next week. Fumi Desalu-Vold at gmail.com. Just tell me, no problem. And I have you all on a file. And I will get in touch with you. And I'm going to get t-shirts for you, F.D.V, of which you can get. I usually have my merch, and I haven't done anything with my merch because I wanted to really have my own website and then bring the t-shirts there. But one of you said, Fumi, please, I want to buy a t-shirt. So I'm going to make F.D.V t-shirts for you to have. We're going to have a lovely dinner, I've decided, the evening of, where we, you know, because we're packing all of the bags and everything, and you guys don't pay tickets. You can come the following day. You will have your own wristbands. I spoke to the team today, and I said that they come on their own. Queen Fumi, she would never ever have done that to Madonna, Gaga, or Taylor Swift. Never, never, never. Michelle Obama said, they go low, yes, you must go high. It is true. It is very true. So listen to the story. So finally, we got an apartment, and it was a wonderful place. We loved it and everything. And the caretaker there, her name was Susan. And Yonju had a car. We bought one anyway. And we would always see her go back and forth, dropping off her son. So one day, Yonju was talking to the son, and to the utmost surprise of the caretaker, my brother came home with her son. And she was like, where'd you see my son? And he said, oh, he goes to school here. We see you. So on my way, I waited and I brought him home to you so that you don't have to go back and forth. And it became a thing. Sometimes if I was going to set, I would drop Jamie off. And then sometimes Yonju would bring him home. Sometimes if we had like a cake or whatever, we'd give it give to Susan. We would share with her, you know. And that was how it became. We lived there, I think, for 4 years. Yes. Yonju left and I stayed on. And then I think the following year, I was getting married to Ula. And she came downstairs in tears. And she said, Fumi, you're going to go. You're going to leave this place. You're going to leave all of this and you're going to go. I said, yes. I said, that's where he comes from, Norway. So I'm going to go. And she said, Fumi, you and your brother are the first Black friends I ever had. You're the first Black people I ever interacted with. And I did not know, because of what I was taught, because of what I was told. And I said, Susan, anytime you see a person of color, go and say hello. Be friends with them. You will see that you and I are the same. We've been here 4 years. There was no issue. There was no issue with the late rent or whatever. She actually wept. She said, Fumi, I'm going to miss you. And I said, I'm going to miss you too, Susan. I said, but you do that. And she said, yes. It's ignorance. It's only ignorance. And it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate because they miss out. And that is where I live and I love Black America. Because as an African, where are you from? You're from the motherland. What you eat out there? What you do out there? Show me this, show me that. You're so open. You're so open-hearted. In the first weeks that I came, I was like, unbelievable, unafraid, curious. And that was what I was telling Susan. Be unafraid, be curious. You and I are just the same. Any plans for Ellie? Yes, my darling, but I have to come back home first. So, my soul is just so angry today. Yes, baby, you have every right. But the thing is that we have to find a way around it. And I wanted to tell this story because I think it's ignorance and I think they just don't know. And they cap on this, that, for whatever reason, I couldn't really tell you, for whatever reason, but we always have to ride high. We always have to go high. We always have to. That's just what it is. In other news, Cassie also made a statement. I've been fighting for justice here in Canada for First Nations and Black for 30 years as a social worker. It's tough. God bless you, Lolo Queen. It's not easy. It is not easy at all. I completely understand. And it's everywhere. Like I said, I had a front row seat and I saw how they treated Meghan Markle here in this country. And I couldn't believe it. And honestly, if she would never have made it here. She would never have made it here. She had to go. It's unfortunate, but you can't live like that. Kelly, just one incident. Just one incident. Look at how her confidence dropped. Can you imagine to be here for about, how long was Meghan here? I think for 2-3 years. 2-3 years. One incident. One incident. And all of it came all the way down. That's why I said, you know what? You people really know who you're doing this to. You really know who you're doing this to. That's why Meghan said, you know what? I got to get up out of here. I don't need this at all. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So we have this. No, we've done that. Okay. So let us go back and we are going to, where are we going? Are we going to YouTube? Yes. We're going here. Let me share it. Let me go back to my page. There we go. I thought I could move this, but I can't. So let me come out of here. Yes, I can. Well, this is my page. And as you can see, you understand me, you got history playlist on this side, Fox Soul, Peppa Pig, that's for Adrian, 50 plus daily and whatever you have. Anyway, we have Cassie's response. And this is what Cassie says. Thank you for all of the love and support from my family, friends, strangers, and those I have yet to meet. The outpouring of love has created a place for my younger self to settle and feel safe now. But this is only the beginning. Domestic violence is the issue. It broke me down to someone I never thought I would become. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, but I will always be recovering from my past. Thank you to everyone that has taken the time to take this matter seriously. My only ask is that everyone open your heart to believing victims the first time. It takes a lot of heart to tell the truth out of a situation that you were powerless in. I offer my hand to those that are still living in fear, Reach out to your people. Don't cut them off. No one should carry this weight alone. This healing journey is never ending, but this support means everything to me. Thank you. Love always, Cassie. God bless her. Um, those that feel like Kelly shouldn't do this or that because it's unpleasant in the Caucasian eyes of them, but why do they keep trying us? Why is it always have to be us? I think a lot of it also is because we keep quiet, because we think that it's the same old sad song. We're back here again. We have to keep on talking about it until we don't have to talk about it anymore. That's it. That's it. Don't get me wrong. I love Europe. I love the British. I am British also. I love Italy. I love the French. It's what's the issue here is that there are some that spoil it for the rest of them. It's not that the British are racist. Absolutely not. It's that some of them are. We have the bad and the good in all. That's how you have to look at it. That one woman, I'm happy to be black. Yes, you know, that one woman spoiled the experience of Khan for Kelly. Even though you noticed there was another security, a gentleman, who came down the stairs to tell the woman to back off. He saw it and he arrested the situation right away. But we as human beings, and I found that with myself, I'm going to be really honest. I can have 100 compliments. Fumi, you're fabulous, 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 gorgeous, 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 da 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 da. And then somebody will say something slick and it will affect me. Because it's easy to believe the bad than to believe the good. Because we are vulnerable. Because we do want to be loved and liked. But I think we really want to be respected. We want to be appreciated. And when somebody disrespects us, it's the condensation of it. It's where it breaks you down. And all of a sudden, your shoulders are not straight. All of a sudden, you're unsure of yourself because you're not sure into what territory you're walking in. And so you don't know what knives or blades are coming at you. And we are powerful in numbers, which means that we are weak when we're one. And that's what happened with Kelly. She stood up for herself. And you can't understand. It's not like any red carpet in the States or in LA or whatever. It was in a foreign country with a different language, different currency, and her peeps are not with her. Kelly, superwoman. Because in hindsight, I really don't know what I would have done. Because you don't know what they will do. And you don't know how far they'll take it. But Kelly was ready. Kelly said, you know what? My celebrity status, my celebrity dancing, Destiny's Child kid will allow me one or two privileges right up here, these steps. I do believe. Can we flood Can with Kelly's picture, please? There you go. Social media has changed a lot. I say that because we don't even know what happened before social media happened. Now we can have it on film. There was nowhere for this security to hide. She thought she could be slick. She forgot where she was. That's Adrian. And she was slick. Translation, you can only imagine what she was doing before or how she thinks. Cassie, God bless you. God bless you. God bless all of the survivors. DV is very, very, very serious. I think there are 2 or 3 other people now that have sued Diddy. And I think more will come, only because I believe that he has been doing this for a very, very long time and he was able to get away with it. I think he was protected. I think his power, I think his God complex was a very lethal cocktail. And he just went on a rampage And he did this for a long time. Then give her the sack letter and employ somebody who appreciates that job. And I agree with you 1,000,000,000%. And I believe that they're looking into it. You know why? Because this Kelly story is not dying down. They really thought that, okay, it would be over and out because they thought that Kelly didn't have any weight. Well, they're seeing that Kelly carries a lot of weight. I live for this. When I tell you, I live for it because you need to be checked, because we're all checking you, because what you did to Kelly, you did to us. Because you're letting us know we're not invited, we're not welcome, and this is how you're going to treat us. There comes a point when it got to stop. And that's why I say Kelly is superwoman, because Kelly was the one that said, If Kelly hadn't said anything or done anything or gesticulated and put her finger up or her hand up, nobody would have been the wiser. None of us knew until we saw that Kelly wasn't happy. And so, DV is serious. And I believed Cassie from the beginning, because when I read the court documents, they were very detailed. And who would talk about that, about themselves like that, if it to a degree? Who would do that? You see, we are different creatures. And I know sometimes we can be very, we can, be like, but I believe us women. When I see you, I believe you. I believe you. I do what? I believe you. Why would you put yourself through that? Why would you? Thank you, Ula. It's Ula. He's telling me that the screen looks good, because this time around, I don't know whether you guys have noticed, it's much clearer because I have a camera. We're no longer using the camera of the computer. My computer is old, so I need another computer. But because we're going to be out here in these live streaming streets for a minute, we're trying to do one or two things. Yep. This is why I pray that God lifts us high up, a big number of us. The haters can know what we are higher, and that their ignorance can get over the melanin. I believe you, baby. And I hope so too. It's just that you have to, it's choppy for me. Oof. How choppy? Bad choppy? Is it chopping? You know what? Let me know. That's another thing. Oh, somebody said it's blurry. All right. So we go back to the drawing board. Looking forward to more live streams. Yes, darling, it's a bit blurry. Okay, I will try and correct it. It looks super clear to me here. I don't think Black Americans truly know how powerful they are. I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Imagine if all of them chose to one day not show. I said it. Oh God, I said it. I said it. I said it. And I tell you this, I said it years ago. I said it years ago. I said, if every Black American did not show up, the respect will be like no other. Everybody just does not show up. Everybody. Then you know. This is why I'll not keep quiet about Meghan Markle. The UK media needs to be exposed. Their open words. Yes, it's sickening, but that's it. Somebody said it's clear here. Hooray. Where are you, my darling? Never compromise your respect. Never. Never. And that was what I worked with for a long time. I would compromise my respect, my dignity. I would compromise it, and I'll say, for me, don't say anything. Leave it, And what I realized was that I was the one that would internalize that negativity, and it would really mess me up for a week. But then I realized, for me, you know what, in a dignified fashion, speak up for yourself and say, you know what, no, that is not cool. That is not going to go down with me. And I would be respectful, but I'll let you know. And when I tell you I'm sleeping well at night, I'm enjoying myself. Somebody tried me the other day. And I just said, say, what now? And I let it be. Yes, it said it's blurry. Okay, I'll check on it, Mama. I'll check. Somebody said it's clear on her cell phone, but blurry on the TV. Okay, I will check it. I don't know. You know, my computer is a bit old. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna buy one. Another expense, but I will buy one. It's a bit old. It's a bit old, and I'm going to get the live stream. It's clear now. Just tell me it's clear now here in the UK. It's gotten clearer. It's clear. Okay, this is making me feel a little bit better. Clear on the phone. It's clear in Colorado. It's clear in Paris. Hello, Paris. Alexandrine. Oh, that's a beautiful name. Did I call it right? It's clear. Okay, maybe it has its moments. Okay, I'm going to do something. Is it shaking now? Maybe it was me banging my feet. I beg your pardon. Okay, I'll sit still. I beg your pardon. It was me. Okay, clear, 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 clear in Florida. Do we live? Do we love? Lady Rose, how are you, baby? Hello, hello, Atlanta. Hello, South Africa. Yes, clear in Arizona. Oh, USA, it's clear. I beg your pardon. So let me sit back and relax. Hello, Jamaica. How are you? Clear in Norway, my beautiful, beautiful Norway. For those of you that don't know, Ulla is from Norway. And is there racism in Norway? Let's call it like it is. We thank you, Lord Jesus. Not too much. Norway is cold. So when you see anybody, you're happy. They're very quiet. They're very quiet. They're very calm. They love to ski. They don't have time for you all. Can you ski? We teach you. Hello from Namibia, from USA, from New York City, from Montana, Italy, Switzerland, Canada. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. From Texas. I love it's jeans and a pair of jean trousers. That's what it is. Can you see? It's a pair of jeans. It's a jean shirt from H&M and jean trousers from Trinidad and Tobago, Liberia and Nigeria. Christina Ajayi, how are you, baby? Hello, sunshine, from Vancouver. Clear on my iPad in California, from London, from Belize. It's clear. Oh, I love you guys. I love you. From Denmark. You got to go to Denmark. You got to go to Lego World. Denmark is fabulous. And Belgium, the best flowers. The best flowers. Trinidad. You got to go during Carnival. I'm enjoying my Friday. From Cyprus. Hello, Cyprus in the house. From Missouri. From Guyana. From Virginia. From Angola. From Italy. When are you going to bring FUMINATION to Canada? Please and thank you. I will come next year, Mama. From Washington, D.C. I will come next year. A Jamaican living in Norway. Are you married to a Norwegian? Or are you there for studying? From Berkshire. I live for you. So let me call out. Yes, Festival de Cannes. Yes, yes, yes. I stand with Kelly. I absolutely do stand with Kelly. I stand with bias. I don't like the bias. It's not fair. It's not right. And let me say this also, because I have a lot of FUMINATION sisters that are white. When you see this happening to us, stand by us. Show up and show out. Show up and do what? Show out. I had a girlfriend of mine. Well, we became friends after that. Fabulous. I went to a supermarket and it became a little crazy. It became a little bit rowdy. And my white friend stood up and said, you know what? Everybody should file out of the store. And everybody looked at her like what? She said, you do not treat our sister like that. You treat her like that. We will not buy a single thing in this store. I wept. I wept. It was so touching. And he corrected himself real quick. We need our white sisters to not think because it doesn't affect me to do with me. It has everything to do with you. And as women. And I do that for my Caucasian sisters too. When I see you struggling with your stroller or whatever, I help you down the stairs. I help you in the elevator. When you want this, that, or the other, and you're like, can you reach out to the top shelf at the supermarket? I do it. I don't necessarily look at black and white, but I'm very conscious of my blackness, of which I live and love. I know who I am, and I don't negotiate myself at all. But I don't go out living like that. I go out in harmony. I really do. And I love to laugh, and I love to dance, and I love to eat, and I love all of the countries. There's not a single country that does not have something beautiful about them and their people. There's not. That is why when I call out the countries, I always talk about something fabulous about them. I've been fortunate enough to have traveled enough so that it now brings down the bad seeds. It brings down the bad eggs. And this is what I love about FUMINATION. Do you know you guys have a reputation that FUMINATION comment section is one of the most fabulous comment sections ever? YouTube said it. And I said, you know why? Because they liberate others to also know how to behave. You can agree to disagree, but they never, ever come out here and they are,